I'm breaking out so bad right now. I need to drink more water. Hey guys, it's Sad. Welcome back to Book It. My chair's spinning way too far. And we are going to dive into another book review because I really want to talk about this and get this video up as soon as possible. So I'm trying to like get everything right now so I can just... Okay, cool. So I want to talk about this book because I read it in the month of March and it was the first best book I read in the month of March. I can't remember if I made it my first or second. I think it was my second, whatever, of March. And that is the book Sign Here by Claudia Lux. I literally loved this book. I thought it was so good, and it was really shocking because I've had this book for over a year now and I just never read it, and now it's like, but I want to talk about it, so let's dive right in. Just so you guys know, there are spoilers in this because I'm spoiling this book because I want to. So this book, I should have read it in like October. It's like a spooky season. It's a thriller, but like not really. It's just like a really good book. Holy shit. So it took me a while to get into it. I'm not gonna lie. I think that listening to an audiobook was like kind of like helpful to get me through the first like 3 chapters. And then once I was in, I was in. So the book starts with, you know, him saying like, oh, I'm in hell, but like not jokingly like, oh, you know, like this is hell. He's like, no, I'm like actually in hell. So like when you joke about hell, I'm actually here. He doesn't really remember much about his past life, but he does know his goal now is to basically make deals. He works for the deals department. His name's Peyote. So he makes deals with like a bunch of people, and yeah, and basically the more deals you make, the less chance you have of going back to like lower floors. So he says there's 6 floors of hell. He's on the 5th floor. Literally the lower ones are like where they like torture you basically. So he's like, yeah, I have a pretty good, like, you know, I'm still in hell. The only drink they have is Jägermeister. Like the only alcohol they have is Jägermeister. And you have to go through like 4 pins and the 5th one will work. The first 4 will never work. The 5th one will always work. So he's like, basically, great. So he's working on the Harrison family. So he's trying to get a 5th deal signed, because if he gets 5 deals signed, he gets a set, and then he gets like a promotion or whatever. So that's like his goal. I don't really know where he'd get promoted to, but another guy in his office like got it, and they were like, oh my god, it's so great. So yeah, so he's working really hard to get this complete set. At the same time, they have a new girl named Cal, and she's like working with him. He's a little iffy on her because he doesn't really have any friends in hell, and he's like, I don't really know if I trust her. Like, oh my god, this is so big. I'm so sorry. He's like, I don't really know if I trust her, but like, it is what it is. So he's like, yeah, I'm working on this set, whatever. He kind of becomes her mentor. Like, he gets promoted to be like her mentor and like show her the way because she's not making deals like fast enough, basically. And he's like talking to her. He's like, yeah, I have like, you know, have this like plan. He doesn't expect that on Earth the Harrison family meet a girl named Ruth, and she kind of throws off his entire like, basically he has like 3 people. He's like, okay, one of these 3 members of the Harrison family are going to ask to make a deal, and I'm going to make a deal with them. This girl Ruth basically comes out of like nowhere, and she starts like questioning things and like kind of bringing up some trauma for the Harrison family, so like none of them are like making deals actively. I will say this book holds so many different twists and turns. Like, you think you know what's going to happen, you don't. It's not anything I guess. I just was out the window. And then by the time that you guess it, you like flip the page and it's like, LOL, weird. Like, here's the answer. I like how the whole book kind of comes together. I think it's a really original thought. I think it's really cool. But yeah, it's just so good. Oh my god, it's so good. Actually, I'm not gonna spoil this book. I'm not gonna spoil the book. Sorry, LOL. Not spoiling it. But literally, no matter if they're on hell or earth, like, Peyote is he's just like comically like good, like funny, like narrator. And you want him to like succeed and be the best possible. Oh, I originally thought that the character of Cal was like a bigger part. Like, I thought that she had like some crazy thing that would like happen later on, but it never happens. And I actually ended up loving her character, but at first I was like kind of iffy about her. I think this is a thriller mixed with like a great paranormal fantasy, not fantasy, like paranormal, but like there's no romance. It's dark, it's comedic, it's absolutely hilarious. It's basic. I like to see how the author like talks about hell, because like, you know, you only can drink Jägermeister. The coffee machine has been out of century. None of the pins work. But like, I think it's funny because there's like a point where they like drink like a Miller Lite and they're like, oh my God, it's so good. And then when they go to Earth, they only have a certain amount of time that they're allowed to be on Earth for a deal. So like once they make their deal, they have a certain amount of time before they have to get back to hell. And if they're late or anything, they get sent down to lower floors. But there's like a point where like they all make deals. There's like 3 of them all go make a deal at the same time, and they all go out to like a lunch afterwards, and they're sitting there like eating lunch, and they're like, it tastes so good to have something other than like this crap. So basically it's so like he eats like cup of noodles down in hell, and then like up on like the like Earth they're like having like burgers and stuff. I think it's just very funny to like see that's like the position of like, yes, he is in hell, like he's a person that died and went to hell, but like he's trying to make it better. And then we kind of realized the real reason he's in hell, because the entire time I was like, wow, he's really like he's not really, like, I feel like Peyote was like not a bad person, so I'm like, I wonder what happened. The reason he's in hell is actually like really sad. So it's like like he doesn't deserve to be there, but like he has to be there. And I think it's crazy because like, I guess spoiler a little bit, he gets like kind of like a second chance, and they're like, oh my God, like you're going to things differently, and he's like, no, I'm not. And they're like, what? And he's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing things differently. I also thought that he would like have a different like, I thought that he'd be a different person when he like was reincarnated, but he's not. I honestly think this is a really, really, really good book on like, yeah. But overall, this book was a 5 out of 5, and it was the second best book that I read in the month of March. And I will literally recommend this book to anybody, because I read this and now it's like I talk about it a lot, and I really liked it. I want to read more books like this. Someone said that it's like Dead Like Me and The Good Place, like suspenseful. I loved the show The Good Place. I've never seen Dead Like Me, but this book, super funny, super comedic, super dark, loved, mwah. Recommend to anybody. I'm not going to get this video up as fast as possible. I'm so sorry, I'm a liar. This video is going up in October. Yeah. This is the second day of spooky month. Oh my God. Just for a reference, I'm filming this in April. But no, this is the second day of spooky month. So definitely read this for spooky month. Oh my God, read. It's so good, so good. Okay, I think that's it for this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps me out so much more than you could possibly think. I do apologize for lying at the beginning of the video saying I want to get this as fast as possible. It won't be up until October, so it's October now. You're seeing this in October. Future Savannah, what's up? But as current Savannah, it is April. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Let me know if you've read this book or what do you think. This was a book of the month, one of the months. I don't remember which one, but I don't have book of the month. So, but it was one of them. I definitely recommend if you have book of the month and you want to get another one, maybe this one. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye!